Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Glenn Tan speaking. This time, I'm continuing to talk about GNV, Remote Control and Billing System. This presentation divides into these 6 parts. I have put the corresponding video linkages at the below description area just for your convenience. Billing Unimon debugging. Before you do the gateway debugging, you need to prepare the device list, and I will just display an example for your reference. It is inside this Excel file. When you open this file, it will display this table. So you will find that in this table, and this is the gateway address number 1 or number 2. And with this one, under this gateway, there are multi-systems. Auto unit system 1 and system 2, and under this system there are auto unit. For this case, there are 4 auto unit, and with the in-dot unit is 8. And here is where is the auto unit and in-dot unit, and here is the in-dot unit, the detailed room number, and also here is the model. So you need to have a summarize of your equipment, including where it sits and the model. After that, our engineer will check your project whether it meets our requirements. And here we just follow this file. When you open this file, it will become this. And at this one first, at this part, you need to input the information of your project, and after that you need to double check the items, including the electrical cabinet and also the power meter and the gateway, whether it meets our requirements. You just put it yes or no here. It's okay. You can find that the item is very dedicated. So with this one, we can ensure your project meets our requirement, and then you can go to the next debugging. And here is the detailed wiring for this gateway. The model is this ME20, and for the CAN1 system, which is the D1, D2, it can support up to 80 in-dot units. It is for single system. For CAN2, which is G1, G2, it can support up to 16 gateways. One gateway, you can connect 16 systems or 255 in-dot units. And one gateway also you can support 16 power meter. And here is the certificate information of this gateway. As for the detailed wiring, which is for this one, is this one. And at this, you can find that here is the power supply, and to connect with the GNV system, you need to connect to this number 1 to here, the CAN2. And for the power meter, just connect to this number 2, and then you need to connect to the PC is from number 3, Ethernet cable. After connected, you need to check your PC IP, and here is how to check it. Just follow this one. First is the control panel, and then go to the network and internet, then select the network and sharing center. Then you will go to this page. At this page, just click here and then press this button. Then it will go to this page, and also you need to use this one. Use the following IP address and just input the information here. And for this one, you can change it to be like this. And this, for example, you can be 190. And as for the DMS setting, please keep it no change. Next, we are going to set the parameter of the gateway. First is connect from here, this ETH0, and on the PC at the browser, you need to input this IP address, this one. Then you can go to the parameter setting. As for the browser, we recommend the Google or the Firefox. Then you need to input the username and password. Then we go to this page. At this page, you can find that there are actually 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to do the setting. At the first step is this one. And at this is according to your actual wiring. You need to select which type of the outdoor unit you connected. This one, it is a multi-unit. That means the GMV. And we support water heater, UMatch, and rooftop. And for this 3, it apply the RS485. That means for this 3 is only to control, not for the building, not for power building. Then we go to the second page. At this page, you need to check or to change the IP address of this gateway. And here is for the IP address of this gateway. If there is only one gateway, please keep no change. If there are multi, you can change it to be different. For example, this to bit 151 is okay. As for this one, this gateway is for the network. Please keep no change. After that, we'll go to the third page to confirm or to the device information. This device is just the gateway, and here is the requirement for the device ID. They should not overlap, which means if there are multi gateways, change it to be different. It's okay. You can find that no overlap setting. At step 4, you need to check or to change the IP of the computer. Here is the server, means the computer, also means your PC, and here is the server's port. If you apply the GMV for the building system, is 6687. It is already in auto input only for convert. If you just would like to control or to connect to the UMatch, rooftop, or water heater, just input 6688. After that, please reset the power of the gateway. And here is the detail of the gateway. First, here is the IP area runs, and you can find that there are lots of the LED here to indicate the operating states. And just pull up this panel, you will see here is the detail. So you can find that basically we have the RS485 and CAN LED indicator. And if the wiring and the communication is okay, they should flash. That means it can receive or sending the data. The communication is okay, especially for the CAN. Just pay attention that here. And if there's no flash, that means the communication is unsuccessful. At that case, for this case, we require the CAN to be polarity, which means you need to change the G1, G2, just reverse it to ensure this CAN RxTX they flash. It is okay. As for this one, this button is to set the reset setting. That means according with this switch, you can reset to the factory setting, which means if you had set something wrong, so we just need to reset it. Just follow this, is okay. And here is the backup, it is not available. And this STAT, that means after power on, it should be always on. and this BEAT. If this gateway operate normally, it should be a flash. As for the power supply, for this gateway, it is 24 volt DC. I just made a picture here, so you can find that there are two options for you to select. Either you can use this one or use this round plug. And also 24 volt DC, it is a safe power use. And also this switch, the last tip, the fourth tip is just for you to reset. When you just like this one, when you would like to reset to the factory setting, just change this to bit 1 and then hold this button for 5 seconds. If the reset is successful, all the indicator it will be turned on. That indicates the setting is okay. And here is a heads up that this setting is only to reset the what you have done. It will not clear or you will not delete the data. As for the DID 1, 2, 3, later I will introduce. It is just to activate the built-in resistors. And here is it. The first step is to activate the built-in resistor. It is for the CAN 2, which is the G1, G2 wiring. And here it is A and B situation. For A situation, it is without, which means you put this gateway at the middle. So with this one, you don't need to activate this one, but at the top and tail, you still need to wire the resistor. So we will just recommend you apply this B pattern. You can find that this B is at the tail. So just in this case, you need to change the first step to activate the built-in resistor to ensure the communication is okay. For the second tip, it is for the RS-485. Also to activate the built-in resistor. Also similar to the first, we have the A and B cases. Also the A is at the middle, no need to activate the built-in resistor, and B is at the tail or head. So we recommend the B situation. With this one, you need to activate the built-in resistor to ensure the communication. And here is the comparison between the new and old gateway. So you can find it. The difference besides the size, it is the power supply. The new one is 24 volt DC. The old one is 220 volt AC. And the next is the adjust setting for different gateway. For the new one, you need to confirm or to change it from the web page. For the old one, is only by the this switch setting. And as for the for the upper limit of the GMV units, it is the same. This one.
That's all for this part of the presentation. If you still have any other question, just feel free to contact me on my personal email address.